You know what I'm saying? Yes, Wajid. Hopefully you're well as well. Okay, guys, let's get started. Let's get the ball rolling. And when people come on, they can just come on. You know what I'm saying? Leaders are always early, guys. You guys are early, so you get to receive the value from the beginning. Yes, guys, yes, Kawa, hopefully you're well. Okay, yes, guys, today's video and Facebook Live is all going to relate to you guys and myself, of course, in terms of giving it 100%. You know what I'm saying? Because in life, it's all about giving 100, right? Because most people, they live lives where, they're not happy with where they're at. Why are they not happy with where they're at? Because they're not giving 100% of what they're doing. Does that make sense? See, in anything you're going to do in life, you need to realize that you need to go 100%. You need to be giving it 100. Now, this could be with anything in life. Yes, guys, hopefully while everyone's coming on, it's after. Now, look, guys, when you're going to be trying to do something in life, you've got to be realistic in terms of whether you're giving 100%, yes, Kawa, whether you're giving 100%. And if you're not giving 100%, you can't expect to blame anyone but yourself. Now, the first example I'm going to give is of dieting, for example, because as many of you are aware, when it comes to dieting, whether I want to rip up, want to get bigger, I've been consistent and I have shown results. So I definitely believe that when you've done something, you can definitely share it with others. Now, look, I've had many people coming to me saying to me, hey, bro, how do you get ripped? I want a six-pack or I want to get bigger. Let me tell you something. They try a diet or they try the tips after a few days, I see them and I ask them, hey, Ali, you're right, I ask them, how are you doing with them goals or, in terms of your getting ripped goals or getting bigger? They're like, oh, bro, you know what? I couldn't do it. I'm like, why couldn't you do it? It was too hard, right? But that's because you never gave 100%. And this is what it is with anything in life. Let me give an example. Michael Jordan. I don't even watch basketball, but I know who the guy is. Why? Because he's meant to be known as one of the best ever basketball players in the world. Now, let me tell you something. When people used to see him play in the actual game, they used to be like, wow, Michael Jordan is the best ever. But his teammates, right, they recorded to have been saying that he was actually better in training. They said, if you think you saw something right now, you never saw him in training. Now, what did they mean by that? Because what they meant is, he was giving 100%. They probably didn't even realize what they're saying, but what they meant is he was giving 100% effort, right? So when it came to the game, he'd already given 100%. It's not about giving you 100% once you get there, right? There's no point in me saying, oh, once I get a six-pack, I'll train hard, right? Once I get there, I'll do this. No, you've got to give 100%. Yes, Ali, at Tube Life. You've got to give 100% of your effort and yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically to your goals. Does that make sense? See, most people are out here complaining. Most people are on social media looking at other people's lives, looking for instant gratification and thinking, damn, why have they got that? But what if that person who's living that nice lifestyle, and it genuinely is their lifestyle, right? What if they had to go through so many struggles and they went 100%? See, you know what I'm saying, guys? It's not about going in 100%, once. It's about going 100%, 100%, 100%. Let me give an example. If you give 100% now to something, but you don't get to where you want to get to, I promise you, you will not feel as bad as someone who does not give 100%, and then they're like, always thinking throughout their life, oh, you know what? Maybe I could have done a little bit better. Maybe I could have done more, right? And this is exactly what the issue is. And this is why I'm making this video, guys. Because you need to ensure that you're giving 100. Let me give an example. Look, you see boxing matches, for example, right? Have you noticed, people will say, oh, they're always talking shit before the fight. They're always saying this. But at the end of the fight, they're hugging each other. Sometimes it could be a role play. But let me tell you something, guys. Most of the time, I genuinely don't think it's a role play. I think it's real shit that's happening in front of your eyes. Why? Because, initially, before the fight, they're both underestimating each other, thinking, I'm going to bang out this guy, I'm going to win this guy. Now, at the end of the fight, especially when it's on points, I'm not talking knockout, I'm talking on points, right? When it's on points, for example, yes, brother, you're right, yeah. When it's on points, right, the two fighters, you usually notice they come and hug each other and say, I've got so much respect for this guy. Why do they say that? Because let me tell you something. When you put in 100% effort and you see someone else put in 100% effort, you actually gain a lot of respect for them people. You know what I'm saying? So when them two people have been having a war in that ring, regardless of the person who's won, they both know they gave it all. The guy who's lost knows he's there. He's thinking, okay, you know what? I lost, but I know I gave 100%. He is not going to walk out that fight thinking, you know what? I didn't give 100%. I could have done better, blah, blah, blah. Right? Yes, Adam. I hope you're well. So look, that's what it's about, guys. You need to realize that you need to be giving 100%. Why? Not only because of the fact that it's going to generate results, but even if you don't get the desired result you want, you know what I'm saying? If you don't get the desired result, yes, Amjad, you don't get the desired result you want, you're still going to be happy and somewhat satisfied because you gave it your all, right? That's what life's about, giving it your all, right? You don't need to be the same as everyone else. You don't need to have what they have. You just need to know that you're giving 100% in life, and that's with anything, right? I give an example of Michael Jordan, right? He was 100% when it came to training and probably even more when it came to the match. You've got many individuals out there. Who you are as a person, you have to be 100%. Let me tell you something. They say once you stop learning, you're basically dying. And that's what you need to learn, guys. You need to start learning about your field. You need to start becoming a better person. You need to start giving yourself 100%. Are you doing justice to yourself? See, you're an individual who your parents brought into this world. Are you giving 100% to yourself and 100% justice to what your parents brought into this world? Because if you're not, you need to look inside that mirror and you need to really ask yourself why you're not. Does that make sense? See, are you willing to do what it takes? People say, oh, so-and-so got this, so-and-so has got that. They're very lucky. Let me tell you something, guys. Luck maybe does play a part, but I genuinely believe for most part, luck is basically hard work in disguise. People work hard for where they get to, and they put in 100%, right? You look at any or most of the successful people in the world, right? The self-made individuals. They always really talk about work ethic, right? You've got to work smart, but you've also got to work hard. You've got to put in 100% effort. Why did iPhone take over Nokia? The reason was because iPhone was going in 100, right? They weren't just going in to create a mobile phone, right? And thinking, okay, let's stay on autopilot. They were thinking, how can we give it 100%? Not 100% to ourselves, but how can we give 100% to our product, to our people, to our potential customers? How can we give 100? And proof is there, guys. What happened? iPhone just took over. Half the people don't even know what Nokia is nowadays. Does that make sense? Apart from them little small trap phones, right? And that's what the crazy thing about it is. When you start giving 100, results produce themselves. And as I said, if you don't get the results that you actually want, who cares, right? Because you still know that you gave it 100. Now, the problem we can also have is, that sometimes you might put in 100% effort, but you might not get the desired result you wanted. However, you still have that goal. Now it's down to you, right? Are you going to continue or are you not? My suggestion would be to continue. But now if you gave 100% last time, give 110%. Why? Because what is 100%? If you say that, let's say you're thinking, okay, but if I gave 100%, that's the full percentage. How can I give more? I'll tell you what I mean. Every single day you're learning more, you're growing more, hopefully. So if you gave 100% yesterday and that was genuinely your 100% from yesterday, you may make a mistake or you may fail today, meaning that now you still have room for improvement. Now you've realized that you have more to give, right? See, when you're giving 100%, it's 100% that you're giving through your knowledge, right? That 100% is you to the best of your ability knowing I gave 100%. Right? But if you realize tomorrow that you could have learned more, which is always the case, then now you have a new 100%. That's what people say, 150, 200%, 1,000%. That's what it's about, guys. You got to realize that you got to always be giving it 100. Even the people around you, you know what I'm saying? See, I've messed up sometimes. Even recently, sometimes you end up slipping up and chilling out with friends who have no goals or ambitions or they don't want to get anywhere. And even that, guys, is an injustice to you. You're not doing it 100. You're not living your life 100 because let me tell you something. If you respect yourself and you want to live your life 100% and go in 100, let me tell you something right now. You're going to be very careful about who you surround yourself with. Let me tell you something. I've got friends who I grew up with and some of them I don't even see. Occasionally I do see them. But even when I see them, I'm always end up, realizing why I haven't seen them for a long time. The reason is because they're not giving it 100. They don't want to get anything out of life. You know what I'm saying? And yes, Ali, man, appreciate that, right? And that's why it's about motivation. That's why I do these live calls. Because I know that it's not easy. Sometimes people are motivated, but they need that extra push. They need to realize sometimes you can tell yourself so much, but when someone else says it, you think, you know what? Yeah, that's true. Why don't I start taking a different approach? Does that make sense? And right now, that's what I mean, guys. And I'm actually going to put my shades on once again, guys, because, I'm actually feeling extremely fired up and I don't want to blind myself. If you've got your shades, put them on as well, guys. But yeah, as I'm saying, yes, Anwar, hopefully you're well. You've come on a bit late today. Hope all is well, right? And, so that's what it's about, guys. Giving it 100, right? And that's with anything in life. Whether you're talking mentally, physically, spiritually. Yes, I mean, hopefully you're right. Yeah, exactly, guys. We're going to put on our shades because the future's looking bright, guys, you know. But yeah, anyway, but yeah, good and well, you know. So that's what it's about, guys. Giving it 100, you know, full dedication in whatever you're doing. And I promise you something, guys, your life will become incredible. Yes, Danny. And, you know, that's what it's about. Now, look, you know, you might be thinking in your head, why is this guy saying things which I know already? The thing is, because we're all told certain things in life. We're told to put in 100% effort. We're told to do things, but we don't actually do them. And then we forget. See, someone might have told you 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, when you were in primary school, or however old you are, right? And, you know, they may have said to you that to get achieve success in life, great heights in life, you know, you've actually really got to be willing to put in 100% effort. But then you slowly start to, you know, bring down the percentages. Why do you bring down the percentages? Because the reason is you start to come across failure in life. You start to be told by people that you can't get anywhere. You might not get the grades you want in school. Now, you know what? That's an interesting topic. See, I see many people, you know, who are upset about the grades they got in school, and then they give up on life, and then they start drug dealing, or they start doing bullshit things because they give up fully. But let me tell you something right now. Guys. This call is just about that. Giving 100%. It's not about the result. The results will come. The action will breed results. But let me tell you something. If you're in school, for example, you're a kid in school, and you're, you know, thinking, I'm not getting the grades I want. Number one, you've got to ask yourself, am I giving 100%? Right? If you know you're giving 100% effort, and you're doing the best of your ability, let me tell you something, fuck everyone, literally, right? Because you know you're giving 100%, right? Don't let them grades determine where you're going to go in life, because you might be better at other things. You got to find your passion and really move forward with that passion, right? And be 100% at it. Right, for example, you know, I'm giving you guys 100% effort right now, me being on this call. In fact, I weren't even feeling that well today, but let me tell you something, guys, you know, I thought, you know, I've said to a few people I'm going to do a Facebook Live. I've put up a status now. You know what? Forget it. I'm going to do it because this is what it's about, guys. You know, giving, giving 100, guys. And that's what it's about. You know, anything you do in life, guys, you really got to keep moving forward and forward and forward and visualizing and realizing that once you give 100%, success will start to speak for itself. And that's the main message today, guys. So anything you do, guys, right? Always ask yourself, are you giving 100? And let me quickly put in an extra note, you know, in terms of, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? And I learned this from him when it comes to training. Because as I said, you know, when you're going in 100%, you've got to be realizing that, you know, you've got to be studying. And let me tell you something, there's always something to study in whichever field you want. Whether you want to be happy, study happiness. When you want money, start to study about wealth. Whether you want to start training, start to study about training. Whatever you're going to do in life, you're going to have to learn. You ain't no genius. And let me, sorry to, you know, ruin or burst your bubble, but you ain't no genius. No one's the genius. No one knows all the information in the world, so you have to always be studying, and that's what 100% is as well. But let me tell you something right now, guys. You know, when I was learning about training and stuff, I watched a video, and it was a motivational kind of video in relation to Arnold Schwarzenegger, because he was speaking about training, and he said, I don't stop. You know, when I'm training, when I'm basically doing the last rep, if that doesn't hurt me, I'm gonna do another one, right? Why? Because I know I've got more to give. And that's the same way Muhammad Ali said when he was asked about, I think, how many press-ups, how many sit-ups it is. He says, I don't count until it starts to hurt. What is that? That is 100%. I know people who do 1-2 press-ups, they can do 1,000,000 more, but they'll be like, oh, I can't do any more. That is not 100%. Then how can you expect to receive results? 100% is, not giving 100% is basically training and then going and eating a cheeseburger after training. That is not 100%. Not giving 100% is not waking up early when you have to pray, for example, or you have to do certain things, or you've got to go somewhere. You've got to be in work at 9 a.m., for example. Let's say, you know, you're working a 9 to 5 job. You've got to be in work at 9, but you're waking up at 8:45. And you know, I don't know, running your, God, maybe you live around the corner from work, I don't know. But look, you know, you're waking up really late. That's not giving 100% to yourself. And let me tell you something, this will reflect everything in life. You might be thinking, oh, it's a dead-end job. I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. But let me tell you something, guys. Whatever sort of percentage you give to whatever you give in life, anything you give in life, that will have a reflection on whatever else you do in life. Does that make sense? Let me give an example. You might hate your job. You might hate the way you're going. But at least it's putting money in your pocket, right? And now look, if you give 100% in something you don't like, just imagine what will happen when you come across something you do like. You might have not even come across your passion, but does that make sense? once you've got this sort of habit, right? This habit that I'm gonna give 100%. I'm gonna go in 100 in every single mother thing I'm gonna do, right? Then anything you're gonna come across, you're like 100%, 100%, 100%. You know, you ever meet them people who are so competitive, and even if they're gonna lose a game, they're like, oh, I'm gonna win this, I'm gonna win this. Why? Because they win 100%. They're putting 100% all the time, and they genuinely tell themselves, I'm gonna win, right? And even if they lose, they don't care. Why? Because like, they probably laugh a bit and say blah blah blah, but they don't care. Why? Because they know deep down, I gave my 100%. They'll probably even take up. That's the example I was giving about the boxers, right? Because look, they might even lose the fight, but they still go and shake the other guy's hand. Why do they shake the other guy's hand? Because they're like, you know what, I gave it my all. I gave it all I could. I gave it 100%, but this guy beat me. He's the better man of the day. And that's what it's about, guys, giving 100%. And once you've given 100%, you aren't basically going to be depressed or annoyed or miserable. You might think, okay, there's more room to be done, but you ain't going to be as stressed out as if you knew that you were not 100% and you never put in 100%. You're going to be thinking, you know what, I'm stupid. You're going to blame yourself, and you might live your life blaming yourself, especially if you missed out on a massive opportunity, and that was in a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Because let me tell you something, guys, I've had situations where I could have given 100%, and I haven't given 100%, and now I look back, and I think in my head, you know what, shit, man, you know, like, I like to not live by regrets, but I know where I went wrong. I'm thinking, you know what, with the mindset I have now, knowing that you should go 100%, right? Knowing, yes, guys, yes, Akib, hopefully well, you know, so basically knowing that, you know, I could have done better and I could have put in more effort, looking at life right now, thinking, shit, man, I could have put in more effort. I could go back, but right now I'm in a different situation. Yes, bro. Yeah, I'm in a different situation in life, but that's what it's about, guys. Knowing when I know that I never gave 100%, I will always live with that, knowing that I never gave 100%, right? But when you know you gave 100% to every single thing you do, I'll promise you something. Even when it comes in the future, right? And that's good to hear. You know, even when it comes to the future, you're not going to look back at certain things and think, yes, Rajab, oh. And you're not going to look back and look at certain things and think, oh, you know what? I could have maybe done this if I put in more effort, right? You know, if there's things that you didn't know at the time, is different, right? But if you know I gave it 100%, whether it was studies, dieting, training, whatever the hell it was, you not give 100%, I'll promise something, guys, you will live an amazing life and you'll be happy and satisfied with everything you do. Now, anyway, guys, you know, this is the video. I'm going to be off right now. I hope you really enjoyed it, received some value from it. The main message is this, guys, going in 100 and making sure every single thing you do is 100, whether that's, you know, whether that's something that's going to be in terms of dieting, training. As I've said before, if you're a guy and you want to do ballet, do it. I don't care, guys. Just do what you want to do. Don't care what no one thinks. And always put in 100%. As we say, going in 100. Take care, guys. If you've got any questions, feel free to say. And then we'll ask, and then I'll be off. And yeah, so that's it. Yes, Akib, hopefully you're well. Okay, I'll take the shades on. Okay, real talk. Yes, I will do. Appreciate that. And yes, Ian, you've come on a bit late. But yeah, guys, you know what, guys, you know, I really enjoyed this call and I really appreciated you guys being on this call. And if you're watching it later, feel free to comment. Feel free to give some feedback. And if you want to hear any more topics in the future, feel free to let me know, right? And that's what it's about, guys, giving value. And this is me giving my 100, my 2 cents to you guys at 100% rate, because I definitely believe in anything you should do, should give 100%. But guys, on that note, take care, peace and love. Have an amazing evening or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And okay, let's see how you finish this. Take care, guys. See ya.